It's a wonderful time to be a Star Trek fan. After being served up all this new Trek trash for so long, yeah, I said it. New Trek finally delivered to us a gold bar, a big gold bar. The writers did this because they took a story that was built on canon and existing characters as a foundation and took us on a journey with the characters and adventure where we saw growth of the characters and we got new insights into them and we got a story that's woven together and is cohesive and makes sense. Well, other New Trek hadn't done that. They created a story that was derivative of canon and characters, but mostly the foundation was the whims and wants of the writers, and it just didn't work as well. It's this beautifully told story. It goes back to, I'll give mild spoilers in this review. It goes back to threads that were already there from the Borg and how Picard in 7 of 9 had confronted them. We think back to the days on Voyager where the Queen reveals there's still kind of an obsession the Borg have with humans and want to assimilate them. I remember when she mentioned the Borg Queen says they could deliver this nanovirus and it would slowly assimilate to humans. But the biggest reveal of all, though, is what a devastating blow future alternate universe Janeway dealt to the Borg when she injected that neuropathogen into them. It shows just how awful and how devastating she was. What an incredible Borg Terminator that she was. By the time they realized what was happening, it would be too late. And you think about First Contact, where they're obviously still out to do it. It makes sense to build a story on that premise because it fits right in like a puzzle piece. It's not like most New Trek where you feel like they're hammering a square peg of a story into a round hole of a Star Trek universe. This really came out well. It was a nice reunion of all the old characters. You got to see all the diversity and their abilities to come together and make things happen. But you also saw character development and growth because these were not the same characters we knew because time has gone by and the writers made a point of showing how time had changed them around. This was really a grand tale, and I give it 9.5 out of 10. It was wonderfully done. They brought back these old villains, the Borg, of course, but also the changelings. And I've mentioned this before. You know, there's got to be some changelings where some writing on a document, this little treaty, is not going to stop them from trying to get revenge. There was always kind of a hate there and a distrust. And to think there could be rogue elements that would do that was a beautifully done thing. What a well done story. What a happy time to be a Star Trek fan and enjoy this kind of entertainment again. So now I want to do a segment I want to add to these reviews of TV shows and movies called The Elephant in the Room. And I want to talk about the things that I missed here that I would like to have seen added, or the problems I see here that's hard for me to overcome or to spend my sense of disbelief over. And the first one is Section 31. It's so hard for me to accept the fact that changelings could have pulled this plot off and Section 31 not done anything about it. You'd think Section 31 would have gotten wind of this and probably eliminated this threat, but I know that isn't the story that the writers wanted to tell, and rightly so. But that's one of my big elephants in the room. The other one is, how can you get Next Generation crew back together and all here and get this vibe, but Barclay not be here? Yeah, I wanted to see Barclay, and I kept hoping he would show up to help them save the day, but he didn't. So those are my two, elephants in the room. But again, to say this was a wonderful thing. I'm so happy I was around to see it. Star Trek Picard Season 3 was a shining moment. in the Star Trek franchise, something the other new Treks haven't even come close to delivering.